Hello, hello, hello. Oh dear. Aloes. So, look at them. These are one second generation. My first generation is over yonder in that direction. And from that plant, I've managed to get all these other plantlets. So we're going to have a quick update of... going to have a little update of the aloes. So I have about 90 plants like this. Some are slightly bigger, and this is probably the smallest of them, but I went round one day and I counted 90, and I was looking at the ones with smaller plants there, and sort of like thinking, where am I going to put you guys? So for some of them, I'm allowing them just to grow out at the side and see what happens, see whether it just trails out like that. I've got several over here that in an earlier video I had pulled all of these up, taken all the young plants from around it and then dotted them around the garden, and the ones over here were the ones that I did that to first, and they were small, very much like these ones here, and look how well they've grown. So when it gets in the dry season, it gets very dry, and even the younger ones just kind of, they change colour. You won't see that now because we've had quite a good amount of rain. We could do with a bit more, but they change colour, and they get very dry. I don't know whether I'll see any like that. They get very dry, and I guess they just conserve the root system. But they've had their first flower, and some are flowering even more. And this is another one I thought I'm going to leave. This is the mother plant. The lizards, you see, the lizards like it in there. Hey. But the lizards do their job and eat lots of bugs. So this had lots of babies around it, and look, they've all kind of grown up and they're all pushing out this way. And again, I'm just going to see how they get on and then transplant them. I put another lot up at the front of the garden, and they've all grown really big like this. So I was thinking that I would start putting them around the perimeter, and they can join the broadleaf thyme. So this one, I had taken all the young ones around several times, and they've got some more coming. Now we know that the aloe plant has a lot of benefits. I'll put most of them in the description for you. If you're not familiar, they're good for skin conditions, got nutrients, there's drinks made from them, and a lot of the products that, you know, the cosmetics and the products you put on your skin have got aloes in. But having the fresh, if you can, having the fresh plant that you can come out here and cut is so much better for you. I do use it as a conditioner. If you've got any bites or anything, mosquito bites, it does help soothe it over time. It's not immediate, but it does help. And I also use it as a shampoo and a conditioner, hair conditioner. And yeah, I've just allowed them to grow. This one, there's about 4 that I got from a friend, and they must have had at least, say, 20, and they just didn't want. I must have taken about 4 or 5, and this was one of them, and it's now grown more kind of babies out the side. I had again removed some of the first lot, but because this area, I was going to say it's low traffic, but it's kind of undisturbed, so I just thought I'd leave this one to see how far it wants to grow. And let's come round to some more little babies. Again, these two were the same size as this one here, and yeah, they like the soil. We've got a clay soil, and there is some limestone, but just around the edge in some places. But some of the aloes have been fine. I'll show you some of the really small babies. So yeah, we've got a clay soil. These were, so let me see. So these 3 here had about 25 little small plants between them, and I took them all up and I've scattered them again around the garden. But these ones seem to really like it here. Look how big they've grown, and they're having small plantlets of their own. I've been calling them pups, but I'm not sure that's their right name. And they're flowered. This is the second flower for this season for these 2. And these are they've just grown really big. As I say, they were very small, and I was just like, nothing is growing under here, so let me just put them here. And I've just been putting them around borders, so like the walkway. I like that feel. And then along here, and as I move back, I'll put some here, and I'll probably put some along the front here. I've got some crinium lilies growing, so I'll maybe intersperse it with aloes. This area here by the well, I've got some of the small plants. You can see there. So these get really dry when I just tended to these. There's all the grass growing around, but they're doing better now. They've had a good watering from the rain, and they're going to get bigger. So this area is going to look a lot better. It's cool. And I've just got them dotted all around the place. It was just like, they've got so many wonderful properties. So why not? The flowers look pretty. I like the plant. Let's go this way. So I hadn't thought of putting them up here, but then when I had all these babies, it's just like, you got to find somewhere. So again, I did, and they're thriving. They're going to get bigger, and just like that one is a nice size. They are quite closely planted together, but I'm fine with that because again, this part of the garden is a slope, so the only thing I can put on it, and maintain, I want to make sure that when it rains, we're not getting a lot of runoff from the soil. So put something here that's gonna not only like growing here, but it's gonna do well. So all of these are newly planted, and I just found any small spot. It's just like, that's your new home again around here. But they're growing, so it'll be nice to see them when they're bigger, and I will give you an update. We've still got more rain to come, so this area is going to be, once they get a lot bigger, it's going to be quite amazing. Okay, so that is, let's go around to the aloes. And I would have shown, if you look at my shorts, you'll see I've shown the seed pods I'd never before seen them, and they recently just came out on some of the flowers, and they had like loads of seeds in them, and then they dispersed. I had put them here to rest, but they dried out too quickly and then just spread all over here, so I'm going to be expecting some small, even smaller aloe plants. Say goodbye. All right, so I will see you again soon. Thank you for visiting me in the creative garden. Just love this look. All right, take care.